giving you her best take me for a walk face. Marked off the wall is literally on a pillow. This is what I'm working from. Hello friends, how are you? My name is Corbin Reed and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be taking you through a second floor hallway makeover that has lasted the course of about 6 or 7 months. And it is woodworking, picture frame molding, Limewash, adding in antique vintage pieces, adding in some modern pieces, and adding in Christmas decor because 'tis the season. So if that sounds interesting to you, just please keep on watching and let's get into it. I am super excited. I just wanted to pop in here really quick because my electrician is about to come to fix my hallway on the second floor, some light fixtures that were plug and play. I want him to hardwire them. And I'm gonna show you right now what that is looking like as well. One more update before I go upstairs. He put in these alabaster sconces, which I have not shown. And he put them on a dimmer, which is really nice because I'm able to make the light go kind of like softer or brighter. And at night, they just have a really nice glow to them. So anyways, wanted to show that update. He actually put one in the stairwell up there as well. You can kind of see from here, Pepper's there at the top of the stairwell, giving you her best take me for a walk face there. You can see it on the wall there. So yeah. I'm gonna show you the before of what my second floor hallway is looking like before he hardwires them and cleans it all up and then I style it and all that good stuff. So let's go. So in this video, I'm actually going to be showing you the entire hallway. I wanted you to get an idea of what this is looking like before because it's such a huge transformation. A lot of the stuff was thrifted and the hallway was just super stark and there was a lot of like haphazard makeshift decorating going on. And I found some really beautiful pieces in Hudson, New York that I ended up bringing home. I sold basically all of this with the exception of some art, and the hallway looks completely different now. So I just wanted you to get an idea of what it was looking like before any of the work started. So as you can see right now, this is the sort of cord cover that I had to put on the light fixture, and I just think it looks really messy next to this gorgeous dresser. So I'm gonna have him hardwire these. This is the current state of like what they're looking like on the wall. But the dresser is so gorgeous. It's from Hudson. It's pure mahogany wood and it is on these brass casters, and it just has this sort of gorgeous detail at the footing, which I love. And it's such a statement piece that I was like, we gotta hardwire these sconces because it's gonna look so much cleaner when they're hardwired. Very excited about this getting, this area getting cleaned up and these getting taken off the wall. Yeah, these just come off. And so I'm gonna take these off for him. He's gonna hardwire them and it's gonna be fantastic. And also, this is the other alabaster light fixture that I have installed in the hallway. It's the same situation, it's on a dimmer switch. So you can kind of, you get a better picture of what it looks like, but it's, I mean, the alabaster really like illuminates really beautifully at night. It's like a built-in nightlight, and he worked really hard to get those in. I don't have any windows in this hallway, so having layered lighting makes it feel not like a cave and super luxurious and like moody and pretty, especially at night. I also had him put the overhead lights on dimmers, so like I can have sort of lower light, which is nice. So this is what things are looking like after my electrician has left. You can see the cord covers are gone, and it's just a really nice, clean aesthetic. And the walls are now ready for me to take on the next step, which is going to be picture frame molding and Limewash paint. I also had him put these sconces on a dimmer. I'm all about the dimmer, so at different times of day, you just get different moods in this hallway. So to both sides of this hallway, I added picture frame molding. There are going to be 2 longer boxes on top and 2 shorter ones right below it to make 4 picture frames on both sides of the hallway, just to create an accent wall. In a separate video for the entryway hallway, I'll be showing you I picture framed molded all the way up my stairs for both levels, but that is coming later, so stay tuned. But I'm just starting out by drawing the lines onto the wall that are leveled, so that once I cut the pieces, it's easy for me to just come in, liquid nail, brad nail, and I already know that the guidelines essentially are straight, and I don't have to use the leveler with the actual pieces of molding. It's definitely a little bit difficult to see, but these are the lines after I drew them on. I just used a pencil. I messed up a couple times, but that's essentially the outline for picture frame boxes on opposing sides of the hallway walls. I look really intense right now, but this is my first time using my miter saw, so I thought it would be fun to just show you my first ever cut on my miter saw. I'm so excited. I'm excited, but I'm also terrified. So I installed it. I'm about to put the battery in, and let's see what my first cut ends up looking like. Okay, let's do it. Okay, this is my first beveled cut. This is what I need for the picture frame molding. Okay, so I'm gonna put the battery. The cut. You're supposed to make sure it's... Guys, I had to do it off camera because I figured out the battery was dead, blah, 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 but this is my first angled cut. This is what I need to make the molding. So I'm very excited. I officially know how to do it. If you're gonna be using this miter saw, just make sure you take out the battery like every time you make a cut so that you don't risk doing something stupid. And also wear gloves and goggles and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna make measurements on all of my molding pieces. This was just like a piece of scrap wood to test on. So tested, confirmed, I'm a genius. And I'm going to, these are my measurements. I just measured everything out before I marked off the wall. It's literally on a piece of like coffee stained paper. So this is what I'm working from. Measure out and make the cuts on this guy. And this is gonna be the picture frame molding. So let's get to that. I won't bore you too much watching me cut wood. I just repeated this process over and over again of cutting right angles and left angles at 45 degrees so that I can put all my measured pieces together to make the box. The other thing I did that was really helpful just to make sure my angles are being cut at the right angle, but also the right degree, is put them together on the floor once they were cut and create the boxes on the floor of my garage as I went along. Another really helpful tip, as you're measuring, use a pen or pencil to mark the angles so you don't get confused when you get to the saw. If you pre-mark the angles, all you have to do is line them up, and then you will definitely have, you know, the right number of left and right cuts when you're done. Good morning, good morning. So I could not wait this morning to get going again. I'm almost done cutting all of the pieces here. I just had to go get some more picture frame molding, so I'm gonna keep cutting, and I just need to make the smaller boxes for the molding, and that's 4 boxes. And then I have one side left for like the longer ones, but I should be done in like an hour. And then I can get to using the liquid nails in the nail gun. I've actually never used a nail gun, so that's another new thing I'm doing today. I'm low-key terrified of like putting a nail through my finger, but I'm not even gonna think about that because that's how those things happen, is when you think about them. So yeah, but that'll be, yesterday was my first day using the miter saw and it went really well, so I'm going to put it into the universe that learning how to use the nail gun is gonna be, the brad nailer, is gonna be a cinch, so. Hey, I'm inside and I've already put up one L of the picture frame molding. So that would be fun to just show you guys my process now that I've kind of figured it out. It's super easy. So you just take your piece, use the caulk gun. Can you see? Oh yeah, okay. And you put some liquid nails on the back. This one has like a very convenient trigger, which is nice. So we just go like this. Then you press it on the wall. I have the lines guiding me on the wall here to make sure everything is level. Good. And I'm just lining it up with my line, pressing it on the wall for a second, making sure it looks cute down here as well. Then come in, oops, with my brad nailer, and I'm starting in the bottom corner. Always hold this away from you. I love this thing, it's super powerful. And that's the first one, little thing there. And one in the middle, on the wall. That's my process for doing this picture frame molding, and I'm just gonna keep on going. Good Lord, you guys. I think I had to cut these individual pieces like 5 times until I got it right. But I got it right finally. So this is the last piece I'm putting on the wall. I just kept cutting the angles in the wrong direction because I forgot when I measured, I didn't take into account this outlet. So I had to separate it essentially like this so that it would fit. I'm gonna have to go back downstairs and cut this a little more. Yes. Oh my God. I think I have to make one more cut, but I'm almost done. Okay, moment of truth. It fits, mostly. Okay, quick update. I have caulked all of the seams and I just have to do the wood glue to fill in all of the brad nail holes in the wood so it doesn't have like a bunch of like holes, but this is what it's looking like now. It makes a big difference. It's just like a cleaner, more, it looks like it's a part of the wall. So that's what it's looking like. I can't wait to prime it. And this wall's done too. It's the other end of the hallway. This is what things are looking like. I have taped the walls off because I am about to lime wash paint. This is me priming the walls. I am using a paint from Bauwerk. I will link the color down below, but it's a really nice sort of navy-ish, sinewy, gray lime wash color. And after I prime, I really can, it just takes about 2 hours to let it dry. It was a fairly quick process. And then next up, I went in and created these cloud-like strokes with the lime wash. If you're looking for a tutorial on how to lime wash, I have one on my channel that I will link above. The thing about lime wash too that's interesting is that it goes on darker than it dries. So it looks kind of like black here, and I actually was worried when I got it in the mail and I was putting it on the wall for a sample, but after it dries, the blue really comes out. And you can see the difference between, this is the second coat, you can see the difference between the dried and the wet, and you can see the blue coming through. And this is the finished product. I have a sheepskin chair in this hallway, a vintage table, a vintage vessel, and a lamp of Etsy, which I'll link. And now, you guys, we are into the Christmas decorate with me portion of this video. You'll see on the opposing wall that I did add picture frame molding, which actually continues all the way down my stairwell, first floor to the second floor and second floor to the third floor, which I will reveal to you in a separate video for the entryway. But here I'm just using a vintage stone bowl and adding in this vase filler that I got from Target of these bells, and keeping it super simple. The table isn't huge. If you saw my Christmas decorate with me, you will have seen these dried orange preserved slices that I got off of Etsy. I'm just doing the exact same thing that I did in the stone bowl that I got from Restoration Hardware. I'm just doing the bells, the slices, and then later I did add in some cinnamon sticks for more scent. The next thing I did for this side of the hallway was add this wreath that looks so much like the Real Touch Norfolk pine wreath that everybody's getting from A Floral, but this is from Walmart and it was only $20. I ended up switching out this bow for a yellow velvet bow, but I did sort of like the look of it when I got it initially. And then last but not least, I'm adding in this tree that I found at Lowe's of all places, and I ended up taking off the cranberry that came with it just to give it a more neutral, natural, minimalist appearance, and I'm just wearing gloves and fluffing out the branches because they are a little bit spiky. And that is the finished look for this side of the hallway, y'all. I did add some lights, which I will insert B-roll of here so you can really get the full effect of the Christmas twinkle at night. So these are the candle LED lights that a lot of people are using. I found mine on Amazon, and they're set on a timer, so around 4 o'clock they come on and just make this hallway feel so magical and festive. I'll link these down below. This is the before of my Christmas decorating. Here is the dresser that I got from Hudson, New York at an antique store that I showed you before, and I just have a vintage Otimus pot and a thrifted brass aged vessel, and a sculptural piece that I got off of Home Goods. And then I ended up changing out those gold lampshades also for these lampshades that I got for a steal of a price. I believe it was $25 for the pair at Home Goods. So I'm just adding in here a sprig of faux pine and some Christmas ornaments that I got off of Amazon, which were in my home decor haul, but I will link them again here. And I'm just putting them back on top of this stack of vintage books that I picked up from the vintage store. And I just really feel like all of this together gives me this really like vintage, but also a bit modern Christmas vibe in this hallway. So it's no longer just a pass through, but you get these pops of Christmas. And also with the Limewash and the picture frame molding, anything I put in this hallway is going to look lovely, but at the very same time, it all just looks good on its own. So I was happy to be able to mix up my Christmas decor into the decor that was already here and is here year round. So this is my laundry folding area. I've shown this before in my fall cozy DIYs. I put this wallpaper backsplash here. I will add a link to that video if you missed it, but I just have a vintage pot here, Turkish pot that I got from Olive Atelier, which is a local place in LA, and a pot that I got off of Etsy. And then I'm just adding in these faux juniper berry stems. I got these from the dollar section at Target, and they have these little pine cones on them. And I'm just gonna pop a few of these into this, I think they call this a fat boy or a tall boy or something, this style of vase. And this stays here year round, and then it's just in this vintage wood tray. And then for a little bit more of a Christmas touch, a Christmas vignette, I am bringing in 3 ceramic trees that I got from the Target Studio McGee line. And these are great because you can pop either a battery operated LED light in there, or do what I did here, which is, which is put in real tea candle lights. And I really just light these when people come over. I don't light them like on a day-to-day basis, but when they are lit up, they have this really nice glowy vibe to them. Thank you all a million times over for tuning in to this extreme makeover Christmas edition. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you would like to see more, please do not forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also I love hearing from you. I want to hear what your favorite part was, if there's anything I showed you in this video that you're interested in. Sometimes I forget to link things, so I love interacting with you guys, love hearing from you. Holiday season is always so exciting to decorate. This entire makeover took place over the course of about, a lot of planning, I guess maybe 6 or 7 months. So you're kind of seeing the culmination of a lot of hard work, and there's more to come. Part 2 of this is going to be showing you my entryway makeover. I did a lot more woodworking in my hallway, and hopefully you can get some good ideas from that as well. So if you are not already following me on Instagram, please be sure to follow me over at storydesigns_ with Corbin Reed. And that's it, you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.